You bet your sweet Bippy!
You bet your sweet Bippy.
Hey everybody, Jim Cummings here. Welcome to my podcast, Toon'd In with Jim Cummings. We have a great guest for you today. But before we get to that, make sure you like and subscribe. Our podcast has partnered with the largest Comic-Con in North America, Fan Expo, the Juggernaut. We're touring all over North America live, so get your tickets and come be a part of the live audience. It'll be fun. Go to fanexpohq.com for the tickets. We'll see you in a city near you, or a little bit away, but you can drive. And with all that said and done, sit back and enjoy today's episode. And as always, thanks for tuning in to Toon'd In with Jim Cummings.
So first up, I'll introduce to you the voice of Eddy, none other than Tony Sampson.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Thank you. I know you.
Next up, the voice of Ed, Matt Hill.
Well, that's me. Absolutely. Thank you, guys. There. Hi,
Thanks
buddy.
for doing this.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
absolutely. Do I sit on this one here?
By me, let's check
Okay.
in.
I get to sit next to you. Hi, guys.
And last but not least, the voice of Ed, Double D, Sam Vincent.
Hello.
And of course, it wouldn't be Toon'd In with Jim Cummings without the legendary voice of Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2, Mr. Jim Cummings.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for noticing me. Oh, bother. That's a yours line.
I'll give it back to him. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Good to see you. All right. Damn. Let's scoot back. Oh, let me see. Oh, there we go. Boy, we're not used to being on camera.
No.
I'd have been better looking had I known I was going to be photographed.
Too close.
Yeah. That's easy for you to say, assuming you said that. Where did that come from? What orifice?
Oops, sorry, sir. It's like one of those special wind instruments. It's like coming from 3 orifices.
Wow. Okay. Well, it's going to be a good show today, huh?
All right,
Well, you guys are in the right place.
How are you guys enjoying Philadelphia so far? How's the convention been for you?
I love it. Everyone's smiling and they like me. It's so different than reality.
What he said.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we were just talking backstage that we're all Vancouver boys, except for Jim here.
Odd man out.
And that was a big part of how you guys got cast together on so many shows, was it not?
Yeah, everything was done in Vancouver, man.
Yes, a lot of our shows, and Ed, and Eddy was, well, a lot of people know this, but Danny Antonucci, the creator of Ed, and Eddy, is from Canada. And yeah, I would put a stamp, kind of a pretty good stamp on made in Canada, kind of. You know, I want to shout out to the Korean animators back in the day who did the actual, you know, hard animation stuff with actual cell animation when it was still being made that way, so. But
Back in Canada West.
yes.
Yeah,
so,
Korea.
but yeah, exactly. So, but
Totally,
yeah,
eh?
for sure. Canada. Woo. Canadians are weird, right, Matt?
Oh, we love you too.
Could you guys each just give us a brief rundown of how you got into voice acting, whether it came from childhood plays or what drew you into voice acting initially?
Just goofing around in, you know, improv in high school, doing theater sports, improv, and then doing more, you know, plays and stuff. And then with the history of Vancouver, the industry, it started to have more like, Stephen J. Cannell came up and created a studio, and he started producing TV shows like 21 Jump Street and Wise Guy and Hat Squad and all these shows. So TV was happening, and slowly but surely there started to be more dubbing happening and more productions happening up there. So I got in as a high school student, got an agent pretty early on, and started doing on-camera work, and then the voice work slowly started to come along. But for me, it was really just being a kid who just liked to, do stupid things with my brother and make funny scenes. And our big thing was Carol Burnett was a big inspiration for us. Like,
She's amazing.
Yeah. So,
That's pretty good inspiration.
Yeah, it just started off with us trying to reproduce these ridiculous scenes, that Tim Conway and, we're putting grapefruits in it, Mr. Dudbone, Miss Wiggins, doing all that stuff and trying to make our parents laugh. So that was kind of a fun start for me and my bro.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, well, I always say I make a living doing the stuff used to get me kicked out of class.
Well, that's it.
So if it works. What's that?
So
like the dolphin
noise.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Can
here
you
we
give us a
go.
little dolphin?
We don't have dolphins here. Mr. Cummings. Sister Mary Agnes loves me.
Who did that?
That's right. Wasn't me.
Yeah, for me, I've always lived life completely oblivious. I'm autistic, and I didn't even really know that I was supposed to really do much. I just kind of did it, and I was like, that looks cool, I'll do that. And somebody had mentioned, because I was always really silly, and I would always get right into characters, and I didn't have a break on my emotional outbursts. So everything was always 150%. And I guess I talked to my friend's agent, and next thing I knew, I'm doing My Little Pony, and then X-Men, and they brought me in, and it's I just kind of went with the flow. And I remember one day somebody asked me, but weren't you nervous? And I was like, I don't know, nobody told me I was supposed to be. So I think the fact that I was kind of just lived life moment to moment and oblivious and just gave it 110%, I just kind of wound up there and went, wow, this is cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you were on TV at a very young age as well.
Yeah,
If I'm not
that's what I
mistaken,
mean.
The Odyssey, right?
Yeah, I just kind of got, there's a door, and I'd walk through it, and they'd be like, hey, do this thing, and and I didn't have any breaks, and next thing you know, it was very easy because I think I didn't have breaks, and it was even easier because people were telling me how I was supposed to act and behave. Mm-hmm. So for me, that was simple. Okay, do this. Do you know what I mean? So I was so oblivious, and I just thought it was all easy. And that was the big clincher for me. Weren't you nervous? I was like, nobody told me I was supposed to be nervous. I was just doing it. Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to try and get you out of your shell. That's the thing, bro.
I'm still trying to find that. I don't think I ever had
Uber
one.
rides are very interesting for us. you get Tony on a roll, we're like, oh boy, this guy's good. Anyway.
God. Oh, absolutely.
Beautiful thing.
Yeah.
How about yourself, Matt?
Oh, wow. Well, for me, it was sort of obviously a similar bend in terms of growing up in Vancouver. It was starting to become, quite a hub for doing voiceovers and TV shows and stuff. And so it was as 11, I was like, I'm going to be an actor. I'm going to do it. I had no idea what I was going to do, but I just knew I had to do it. So I somehow, booked an interview with an agency there. Who ended up becoming my agency that I still work with today. An agent named Dorothy Boyce, who just went, God, kid, either I'm delusional or you got something. You remind me of Mike Fox. That's right. So, either I'm making the mistake of my life or I'm going to sign you. Because, for real, I showed up at her office and she's like, she sounded like Marge Simpson's sister. So
Say
she's
that
like,
3 times
yeah,
fast.
exactly. She's cigarette smoke. She's like, who are you? I'm like, oh, hi, I'm your 11 o'clock. She's like, your name's Matt Hill. I'm like, yeah, hi. He's like, or she's like, well, you got any experience, Matt? I'm like, nope, but I've always wanted to do this job. And she's like, boy. Okay. So she's like, all right, kid, I'm going to take a chance on you, but don't shit the bed taking a chance on me.
That's good advice.
Sign up for a course.
The nuns used to tell me that.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So,
That's funny.
But,
what are the odds?
Nobody ever told me I wasn't supposed to shit.
but it's
You're
amazing.
not supposed to?
Oh, man.
Because you have one person that believes in you, right? Because she could have said, yeah, no. Security, right? But she was like, yeah, I got a feeling about you, kid. So it's like, 45 years now I've been in the biz. So it's just like, man. And, getting to work with these guys and meet Jim and all these beautiful people. It's just like, you guys, man, thanks for being part of the village. So, yeah, thank you.
Woo! Nice.
We love you, Matt.
And then Jim, why don't you just give a quick rundown of how you got started?
Yes. Well, I started off as a really annoying child. Hard to believe, right? And yeah, it was, I joked about it, but it was the thing that used to get me kicked out of class. Doing dolphin noises. We don't have those here at St. Columba. And they do now, by the way. And I always thought it was fun I didn't want to be, I liked being in plays because it was a good way to meet girls. That and play drums or sing or something like that. So that was good. And I just did that, and I didn't want to be the cute little kid or whatever. I'd rather be the weasel or Chuck E. Cheese back there. How you doing, Cece? All right. And one thing led to another, and I ended up doing character voices. And I have to say, I don't know when you guys got the bug or knew where you were going to aim, but like for me, I've said it before, I was watching the old Jack Benny program, and Mel Blanc, the great Mel Blanc, was on there. Yeah. And he was doing all these character voices, and my dad goes, "You see this bastard?" Everybody was, you knew my dad, huh? But he's the guy who does all that Tasmanian the duck and the bugs and everything. And he did all the voices, and I go, well, he doesn't have to stand in a corner for being weird, so I'll be him when I grow up. And now I'm not him, but I'm whoever I am. So now I get to hang out with all these cool guys. So, and you. So thanks, Thanks for asking. Assuming somebody did ask.
I did.
Okay, good. I was afraid of that. Thank you.
Now, we actually have 4 Eds on stage, believe it or not, because Jim, you played Ed in The Lion King.
Oh, that's right.
All right. Honorary. We love you.
Yes. I was the good-looking one. I was the one who wasn't Cheech or Whoopi.
Can you give us a little Ed?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. And you can quote me. Feel free to quote me anytime.
Oh my God,
Oh,
that's
gosh.
great. Oh.
Somebody
That's great.
shoot me.
But I want to jump back to 1999 when Ed and Eddy first started. Can you take us through the audition journey and how you got those roles? And did you guys know each other beforehand?
Wow.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So just like everything else, I had no idea what was going on. I had worked with Danny on some other weird shows, and they got a call, and I think Danny kind of knew me. I don't know if me looking like Eddie has anything to do with it at all, but I got called in, and kind of the same thing. I went through, and I just kept doing what they said till finally, Relax Double D came out, and then. I was always like, okay, I guess I'm doing this today. Okay, I guess I'm doing that today. And then next thing I know, there's more auditions. And then they got the call and like, oh, you're doing it. And I'm like, okay, I guess that's what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? And then it's so funny looking back because I really didn't plan anything. I just kind of went with whatever was going on. Oh, that looks cool. I'll go do that. And then if it did, I was like, cool. And if it didn't, I was like, all right, I guess I'm going over there now.
Wow.
Go golfing, man.
And you never expect a show to go for 10 years, right?
I never even expected to walk through the door and have someone ask me to make weird noises. Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
So I was just happy to be there,
Yeah.
I love your energy. You feel like you really embody Eddie as a person.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. I'm just jazzed to be there most of the time, Yeah, there's so much going on, and there's, if one thing doesn't whatever, over there's something really cool going on too. You know what I mean? So if you go over there, eventually you'll find something really fun there too. Yeah.
And
that works.
And for Matt and myself, we had worked previously on other shows.
So we knew each other?
Yeah, well, I knew about because Matt's your first show was Captain N, Captain Nintendo.
Yeah.
And so I knew Matt from that, but then our first show that we did together was a show called Dino Babies. And it was an exciting show because Sue Blue, who's legendary voice actor and director, she came up to direct us in Vancouver for this show. And actually, Sue was the first time when I was a young guy, they said, hey, we're starting to do more voice work. The first introduction to voice that I ever had, she did a workshop in Vancouver. And it was my introduction to the voice world was through her. Yeah,
Me too.
Oh, really?
No kidding, yeah.
Yeah,
Her
so
and Andrea Romano.
Yeah, so she came up and gave this workshop, and she was, kind of just, it was a basic, how do you do this? And she was just going through her, like, playing her little boy voices and doing this, and I was just like, wow, this is so cool.
Yeah.
And so when I finally got that job, it was like, wow, it was like, okay, now I'm in the studio with Sue, and we're doing the show, and I was doing it with Maddie. And so we knew each other before we got to Ed, Edd n Eddy, but the first audition for Ed, Edd n Eddy, it came in the fax machine. It comes out a little picture and description of this guy, and I'm just sitting there going, I read it, and I was like, oh, all right, he's supposed to, I was trying to figure out where he lives in my throat, oh, he's supposed to, so I kind of started there, and then, numerous callbacks, and then eventually ended up in a kind of like a final callback with a group of 3 dudes. Like there was 3 Eds over there, 3 Eds over here. They switched us up. The alternate universe. And then I went in with these 2 guys. I can't say that, and then when we went in, it was like magic. No, it wasn't like that. It was like, you go in, you say your lines, and you get out, and you're like, I have no idea how. But eventually, when we got the job, we showed up, and I go, oh, Maddie, it's you. And Tony was there, and anyways. And then we just went through the process of trying to make Danny happy. And hopefully, make sure we don't get fired, right? That's always the first 3.
Well, it worked.
Yeah, it did, right?
100%.
It worked.
Yeah.
Well, we called it was basically, we knew early on it might be a marathon. We didn't know how long it would be an ultra marathon of popularity. Because, like I say, 25 years later, holy crap, you guys. What a gift to get to be with you guys and 3 of my favorite people on the entire planet. And so thank you guys. Thank you.
One thing that I did know, which is really strange, is I knew how really cool of a piece of art this was because of we saw the studio and you saw them drawing all the storyboards. I knew this was a big kind of really artistic deal. So I was kind of like, wow, okay. So these are really artistic people, and I was just kind of happy to be there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I knew that they were really smart, Yeah.
Well, I think that's why so many of these 90s cartoons have such longevity, because there was so much
100%.
artistry put into it, so much time and attention.
Oh, and they were so good.
And love, and it's, even with, Disney Plus coming out years ago, it's kind of reinvigorated all of those cartoons that we hold dear, and they get passed down to the new generations and yada, yada, yada. But I think it's funny, Sam, that you mentioned Sue Blue, because it just reminds me what a small world this is. Jim, was that not your first introduction to voiceover as well?
Yeah, I the first thing I did, I made a demo tape, and somebody told me to do that, so I did. And then they said, well, do you know anybody in the business? And I go, what business? 'Cause I go, yeah, I sold shoes, if that's what you mean. No. So I took a workshop just to meet people, and it was Andrea Romano, the legendary voice director, and Sue Blue, another legendary voice director. And so that's how I accidentally, on purpose, met people in the business.
Yeah.
And it was the rest is mystery.
Yeah,
and,
well, it is.
And history, right?
Yeah.
You too, right?
Well, that's the thing is you don't.
Oh yeah. It's like,
you don't know that it's a thing. Now it's a thing. In my mind, people, voice acting, that is a profession. I'm going to pursue that.
Yes.
And back in the day, it was I'm a goofball who likes to make sounds, and voices. And then I liked theater and I liked these things, but I remember the first time I got an audition for voice, I was like, what do you mean? I would go to these auditions and the camera's there and you're doing your thing. And, back in the day, it was you look like you could be, an Italian pizza boy. So that's what you're reading for today,
there you go.
And then it's you get to this world where it's you are going to be an elf today or a robot. And you're this is interesting.
Sure.
And that's, because on camera was fine, but then it was like, but even back in the day, it was like, oh, you can play a gang member or this or that.
Yeah.
And very limiting to what, they think you look like. And the minute you're in there, you get to be a superhero in drag, and you're like, what?
There you go. And
so-
what was the name of this mysterious hero?
Shizo.
Fantastic laser lipstick.
Wow.
Yeah.
You could hear the overreaction. That's amazing.
These boots are killing me.
Do you know what's funny? Is I've heard a lot of people say that they thought Double D was a girl for like the first few years.
Yes.
Just because they
Well,
thought
most
that was the
double
hair.
D's are girls.
It's true.
Wow, that's amazing. Thought it was a girl.
You have the drumsticks right here. You can use them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I better get ready, just in case.
Speaking of small world, speaking of small world, Matt, I love this job because going through people's resumes, there's always something that stands out to me that's like obscure, unique. You guys have done so many voices in your career. You voiced the hero in Def Jam Fight for New York, the main protagonist character, right? How did that sound again? Wasn't it multiple voices?
God, you're making me scratch my memory bank.
Scratch it hard.
He was, I know he was New York, wasn't he?
Yeah,
He was
very much so.
badass. Because I very rarely get cast for badass characters. So that was, for me, that was a stretch. But thank God they were like, yeah, can you make him a little lower? I'm all like, yeah, you mean like down like here? Just make him sound like he's gonna shit himself all the time. All right, you got the job. So yeah.
Well,
and
the
he-
reason I say, sorry to cut you off, the reason I say it's a small world is because my dad actually played D-Mob in that game.
What?
Yeah, Christopher Judge, yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, so I was going through your credits and I was like, no way, because I played as you like for hours and hours as a kid, beating up my own father,
How's your dad? How's your dad doing?
He's doing great, yeah. He does a bunch of these fan expos as well,
yeah.
you see him around.
We'll say hi to him. For
Absolutely.
sure. What a small world.
I know. And you recorded at that EA studio, I'm
Yeah.
assuming, in Vancouver.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Burnaby.
What a place that was, just a little tangent. We're talking about this studio, it's a campus.
Yeah,
It's a
crazy.
campus. They have multiple soccer fields, football fields, it
Yeah,
looks
you go
like
there
you're on
for
a
an
college
audition,
campus.
it's like,
It's so
Eye
cool, yeah.
scan completed. Please enter.
Exactly. Exit the building.
Yeah, right. You have been irradiated. Move on to the next level.
it's like,
Sign here.
Very cool, yeah.
Here's the script. You're like, okay.
wow. So yeah, it was EA was a pretty big thing.
Good vibe in that. Yeah, absolutely. God.
And also,
good
since we're
stuff.
talking to you right now, Matt, you were also Raphael in the live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I also fit in the suit too, so it was good.
He was in the suit.
The suit.
Inside the suit.
How do they move the
Turtles
mouth
three.
on that suit?
Yeah.
Oh my! How do you move around?
How do you move around and how does the little mouth, like, how do you manipulate
Same
it?
as a Muppet, there was a puppet behind Matt.
I'll just step in there. That's all thanks to Jim Henson's company,
Yes.
who basically, if you've ever read the book called No Strings Attached, I don't know if anybody
It's
has ever read that book. It
brilliant.
basically
Yeah.
goes through Jim Henson's Creature Workshop and talks about, how they started the design for the turtles and all the animatronics for the heads and all that stuff. They really pioneered the suits. All the turtle fans know that. But so you got to participate in that kind of that creation.
Well,
of
exactly.
that.
And at that time too, right? Like I was a fan, but I didn't really realize how freaking big it was until we started filming. Because we literally had like the street would be filled with kids and their parents wanting to, get a glimpse of the four turtles and between breaks and stuff. And little did I know that I joined the fraternity of Turtle Brothers and so.
And I like to
an
sell.
honor.
That's
I
a
like
pretty
to sell
exclusive
Matt.
club.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Absolutely.
Because literally, I was like this 11-year-old kid that wanted to be an actor. I never thought I'd get to be a turtle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
When we first did Ed and Eddy, and I saw Matt Hill walk in and I got to work with him, I was like, oh my God, I get to work with Raphael!
I'm kind of a big deal.
Yeah. And I don't.
Sure.
And Matt, I don't know if this is a fact, but I think, are you the only one that's done the voice and the suit?
Oh yeah.
Because he
that's
was
right,
in the spin-off TV series. You were the voice of Raph as well, so I think Matt has the distinction of being in the suit and being the voice of Raph, which I think is
that's
pretty
pretty cool.
That is very cool.
Anybody else notice that Sam is not only the brains in the show, but like when we're here, he's also the double D brains?
I'm just saying.
And don't forget to mention this.
Actually, let me
I do,
do this for you.
because Matt
true.
won't sell himself as hard as I will.
Thanks. bro.
Oh, we love you, Double D.
Jim, one of your first roles was acting in a suit, was it not, as Lionel the Lion?
Oh, yeah, uh-huh. But nobody, I can't imagine many people remembering this, but it was back on the day, it was 85, long time ago. And they had just come up with cable TV. And Disney had their own channel. And it was a show called, and it was people in costume. And a lot of people thought it was me. But it wasn't me, it was a little person. And it was actually Sharon from Mickey Mouse Club back in the 50s. She grew up, and I was so honored to have Sharon be Lionel the Lion. Do you guys remember Dumbo Circus? I can't, not many. Really? Wow, I'm kind of shocked.
Well, anyway, I was Lionel the Lion, Dumbo's pal.
Thank you for going. That's very kind of you. To you too.